God fucking damn it. Uh, just trying to get connected could be a real bitch sometimes, guys. Trying to get connected sometimes could be a real bitch. But yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna, oh my god. My inflatable bed is very flat. I have to use the bathroom again. It's like 5:30 out here in the mountain time right now. But, at least in some sense, at least we're almost at the weekend. Well, kind of. We're almost at the weekend. The weekend is just waiting outside. However, it's like, to some degree or another, it's like, okay, the week has been kind of up and down, I guess, and a lot of things. But, let's be assured that, sometimes, even when you least expect stuff to happen, it still happens. And we have no control or no say in the matter. However, let me also add the fact that very, 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 very few people wake up at this hour of the night. And usually, the only people that are people who actually work, or should we say, people who have a first shift job. But anyway, aside from the point, yeah, I was starting to kind of fall behind on some of my stuff. So hopefully, since because I have pretty much majority of my stuff done, since I already have like my math done and my psychology done, and my English paper's not even due until like the 18th, I got all this free time I can spend trying to catch you guys up in the universe. Okay? Okay. So, I think what I'll have to do is at some point I have to see what happened with lots of different things, okay? I told you guys I was going to update you on what happens on the latest episode on South Park. And I'm also promised you guys I was going to update you guys on Peacemaker. So, yeah, I will do those. So, don't worry. Also, aside from the point, cause it's only like 5:30 out here where I am right now. So, do be aware that it's like 5:30 where I am right now. It's like 5:30 in the morning where I am right now. So, there's that to think about. So, yeah, yeah. So, um, let's go and see what's happening with South Park. If I can find it. Alright. But first, do bear in mind that yes, I had to have some other stuff kind of happen before this. Mostly and because the fact that, I'm a college student again. Yes, I'm a college student. Like I told you all the way back in the spring, I told you I'm a college student again. So, sometimes it kind of makes it kind of challenging to do a bunch of stuff in the universe. Okay? Okay. So, also, I really kind of did not really have any sleep last night. Or I said I struggled sleeping last night, mostly and foremost because there was the NFL game last night, the football game. So the football game tonight was partially the reason why I didn't sleep well last night. Yes, and hello there, for those who are just watching. But now we are catching up on this new episode of South Park. Okay, so alright, so now apparently this episode of South Park is actually based on our friend Butters. Butters. Our friend Butters. Okay, so the synopsis says Butters experiences the reality of tariffs when he has to buy a toy for his girlfriend's birthday. Yes, he experienced the world of tariffs when he tries to buy a toy for his girlfriend's birthday. Okay, so they're trying to continue the theme of trying to roast the President of the United States. So, do bear in mind that at this moment I have to pump my leg. So, yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, guys. So, because I sleep on an inflatable bed, and because when I woke up and realized, like, oh crap, I was losing air from my inflatable bed. So then, I was like, well, I have to use the bathroom anyway. So, now, we'll catching you guys up on the stuff we missed. Okay. So, we're gonna talk about the new South Park as we watch the new South Park. Okay, South Park. Okay, South Park. Okay. Oh, alright. Disclaimer, this is all fictional. Alright. Alright. Oh. Alright, I thought there were subtitles. Okay. Yeah, there are subtitles. Subtitles. Okay, alright. So right now it's basically at the they're at the hallway of South Park Elementary, and there's a bunch of kids. They're talking about their new toys. Okay? And there's apparently this new toy that's getting all the rave. It's called La Boo Boos. Yeah, they're called La Boo Boos. Okay? We have these new toy that's called La Boo Boos. I'm not really sure what's so great about them, but there's apparently this new trending thing that's called a La Boo Boo. It's kind of like a doll. It's kind of like a toy, but I don't know. It's kind of stupid actually. If you know what I mean, a La Boo Boo is like one of like those little I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, that's what this episode's about. It's about La Boo Boos. Yeah, it's about this little stupid little doll, stupid little toys. Yeah, okay, so and then I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of dumb. Uh, uh, I don't know. Well, it's actually kind of, it's actually kind of sad. It's sad what's going on with South Park right now, because right now at South Park, they ended up getting rid of the old counselor. Yeah, spoiler alert. In one of the other episodes, they got rid of Mr. Mackey. And so they got rid of Mr. Mackey, and now they have, like in one of the other episodes I told you, what happened was, okay, so Mr. Mackey got fired. Now the counselor is none other but, Jesus. The South Park Jesus. Okay, so now at South Park Elementary, the counselor ends up being South Park Jesus. Yeah, South Park Jesus. Yeah, there's really a real thing. It's called the South Park Jesus. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah, there's a South Park Jesus. Yeah, so apparently South Park Jesus was trying to do the counseling in this season, and now it's like, okay, so apparently, the stuff that's going on right now, um, okay, Butters is actually getting blown up on his phone about all this text messages on his girlfriend, who ends up being Red, Red, from South Park. You know who she is, Red. Okay, so yeah, okay. So now, so City Walk Chicken has now become an Asian pop-up store. Yes. So City Walk Chicken has now become a pop-up store. Now, it says City Walk Chinese food is now dead. So now, since City Walk Chinese food is dead, he now has to put all these Chinese toys. Yeah, he has to put all these Chinese toys out on the market, and apparently these Chinese toys were like all the rave. So it's kind of weird, considering that the Chinese toys. But I don't know. And then it's like, it's kind of crazy, bro. $85. Yeah. So now the guy from City Walk Chinese food is now trying to sell these kids and try to rip these kids off on basically this whole so now City Walk Chicken has now become a Chinese store. Yeah, so so now this whole thing, Walk is dead, Walk is dead, Walk is dead. And now he's like, because Walk is dead, now he decided to open up a Chinese store instead of having to sell his Chinese food. So it's like, Walk is dead, Walk is dead. That's the name of the episode, Walk is dead. Okay, so now we switch our scene right to the president. The president is now hopping off the Air Force One, and he returns from his tech summit. Yeah, we call it a tech summit. So now he returns from his very nostalgic, very historic, very ambiguous tech summit. And so he's at his tech summit, and right now on South Park, it's like, yeah, okay. So now this is Fox News, and this is basically, they're doing a parody of it. So this is not really real Fox News. This is just a parody of it. Okay, it's a parody of it. So this is not really the real Fox News on South Park. They're only just trying to pretend. Okay. Um. Okay. So now PC principal, yeah, the PC principal says our new school counselor can use a little bit of advice. So then, yeah, okay. I say, okay. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't quite understand what this fascination is. Well, they're just kind of a new thing. You make it weird and it's hard to find them. Yeah, and then all these kids make all these things. Well, then people want to buy these stupid Chinese toys and like do videos about these stupid Chinese toys. It's kind of dumb, you know? So, okay, so this whole, I don't know, it's La Boo Boos. Like, this so stupid. What's so stupid? I mean, okay, it's like, anyway, all I could say about this episode is, I'd have to say I give this episode, um, a 2 out of 5 on the Daniel score. Yeah, I give this episode, because, reminder, this is only the 4th episode. This is only the 4th episode of the new season South Park. So the 4th episode, the final score is a 2 out of 5. Mostly because it's cringy. Yeah, that's cringe. It's a little cringe. So, stay tuned for the next episode of The Hut.